What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMO's World. Welcome back to the channel. We're here checking out Master X Master. This is the closed beta of the game. So let's go ahead, head inside, and we'll start our first impressions of Master X Master, or shortened to MXM. This is an NC Soft game, so you're going to expect to see a lot of different NC Soft titles making an appearance in this game in the form of characters. Now the first thing you notice here, this is a daily reward which is given to you every time you log in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and collect that real quick. I suppose it's already collected. And as you can see, I've already gotten a character here.
25 pounds of punishment?
Well, I do apologize for that. It seems to happen a lot, the disconnects from the server. This is, after all, closed beta, so do expect to see lots of disconnects in between this first impressions, which is unfortunate, but again, it is closed beta.
25 pounds of punishment?
So, what exactly are you looking at? This is the lobby for this game, and the thing about Master X Master is this is a hybrid game, so there is PvP mechanics. If you're familiar with MOBA games like Dota, League of Legends, or even Atlas Reactor for that matter, then you're going to be familiar with some of the gameplay mechanics here. But there's also a PvE mode, so there's two different modes here in Master X Master. As for what are masters, that's exactly what you're looking at right now, your hero character. So this is the master's menu, and here you get to see all the playable characters that you can use, and these are in fact what the game calls masters. Some of you may recognize characters or masters from different MMOs under NC Soft, like there's an Aeon character here, the Statesman from City of Heroes is here, there's also Redlock from Guild Wars 2, let me see if I can find him real quick. There he is, Redlock from Guild Wars 2, and then there is Mondo Zax from Wildstar. So a lot of characters appearing from other NC Soft games in this title, so you can play as them, but the thing with masters is you have to unlock them either by purchasing them with currency. As you can see here, you can recruit with this coin, or you can recruit with SOL, which is a type of premium currency that you can get from MXM. So what are the game modes going to be like? Well, you just click dispatch right here, and you're immediately ported into the lobby, and it's from here that you can pick between PvE and PvP. So if you want to do some PvP, you're going to click on the arena. This will take you to the couple of game modes that it has. It has a 3-on-3 combat arena, so just three players or team. And this is in 5 minutes, kill as many as you can. And the 5 versus 5 Titan Ruins is very much like your traditional MOBA game. It has lanes, it's got 3 lanes, right, left, center, and there's 5 in the team, and you guys are pushing the lanes, destroying towers. The only difference is you have to destroy the core at the end, and players can summon Titans, or even become Titans, these large things that just do crap ton of damage. So the first thing we're going to check out is the PvE mode, because it's very interesting for a hybrid MOBA / action MMO to have a PvE game mode. So it's very similar to Marvel Heroes 2016 in that regard. It does has a story. It's not as cohesive, so let's just go ahead and jump into a random story here. If you have a ticket which you can buy from the store, you can just jump into one of these levels here. But since I do not own any tickets, I'm just going to click random stage. You can click your difficulty here. Let's go with easy, and let's go next. So here we are selecting stage, and we're going to click dispatch right now. That's me right there. You can also bring in friends if you wanted to, so you can play the PvE mode with friends. I am going to pick my 2 characters now. I'm going to go with Lua.
Ordnance on the way.
This master is ranged, and I'm pretty much very familiar with that style of gameplay, but there's also a whole bunch here. Some of these heroes or masters will come in as a rotation, some you get as freebies from events and stuff like that. So the more you play, the more you'll unlock masters. So I'm gonna go and pick Shizuka as my second, and let's go ahead and jump in. Now the thing you're probably wondering why there isn't any background music is because unfortunately NC Soft is known to strike copyrights on YouTube for game captures, even if it is for review purposes. So the content ID is going to be struck by NC Soft, so unfortunately we cannot use any background music, but we'll fix that through the wonders of video editing.
Your current coordinates have been transmitted to Caligo Factory. There are heaps of raw materials in Caligo. We could definitely use them on the Dredgian, but the security system pass through the processing area and deactivate the security system.
Copy that. So that's what PvE mode is really about. You guys, the masters, we are trying to take back the Earth. We are consolidation of heroes from all over the place, and Earth was under attack. So that's basically the gist here. And you'll notice now immediately that the combat is very much action-based. You move around with your WASD keys, and then you just left-click to use your basic attacks. Now if you look down here, you'll get to see that my master has a whole bunch of different skills as well. These will require your EP, which recovers over time. And the cool thing about Master X Master is, again, very similar to Marvel Heroes 2016. You can swap out to your second master that you picked. So this was my second master, Shizuka. I'm gonna bring out my first master, Lua. And to do that, all you gotta do is just scroll your mouse wheel, and that's gonna allow you to change your masters on the fly. And then it's pretty much just moving on from there, finishing your objectives. And in PvE or even PvP, random boosts like that, skill boost and ultimate energy boost, will drop on the ground. So you just pick it up and then use it when you got the time. So my ultimate skill is my number 3 right here. That's my ultimate. But in order to use it, you're going to have to gain charges, which are these 3 orbs here on my character portrait. So if you're wondering what PvP is going to be like with this almost action MMO combat mechanics, it's actually really fast-paced, but that will very much depend on what kind of hero you pick, for example. So here I'm going to use a different type of skill, and I'm just going to show you how easy the skills are. Not all heroes will have similar types of skills. Some of them are ground targeted, some of them are AoE. So it's going to very much depend on what kind of master you pick for both PvE and PvP. Ooh, did not make that in time. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. My skills here, there we go. I found that, doing PvE on top of PvP is a great way to gain experience for your profile and get all the currency as well, because there is a pretty in-depth crafting system here. You can gain materials. Let me just open my backpack real quick. Can I open my backpack here? I'm not sure. But yeah, you have a backpack that has all the different augments and stuff that you can gain from doing missions or playing PvP, which you can use to craft better upgrades, upgrade your weapon, upgrade your skills. In terms of graphics, I mean, this is pretty much the furthest you can zoom in Master X Master. I really enjoy the the art of the background. I think it's really cool. Anybody who's played games like Atlas Reactor, you'll pretty much be familiar with the graphics and the gameplay. The only difference is, of course, that Atlas Reactor is turn-based and it's more about strategy, and here it's a little more fast-paced. So you see me picking up all this gold. Gold will come into play later on, and if you look at the bottom right of the screen here, I have a rank. And rank is basically calculated by how long you take to complete some of these PvE missions, how much damage you take, and how much damage you deal as well. So this is the... Where am I? I'm almost towards the end, I believe, of the stage. We have a tower there shooting nonsense at me. Let's just get rid of them. Use my skill here. Tower's gone. Let's wait for time to go in. Just barely made it. So usually at the end of one of these stages, there's usually a boss fight of some sort. So let's see if we get propelled into that. This is the special grinding room. So this does not look very well. This does not look good for my character. That looks like the boss. But here we go. As you can see, even in PvE mode, there's some really fun and interesting mechanics that you have to pretty much deal with. Oh dear, I'm standing in his AoE kind of thing. Oh, the pulverizer. That's not good. The celerity capsule, not sure what that does. I'm gonna hit my ultimate now when I get the chance. Let's see, there's my ultimate right there. Now that's on cooldown. So a lot of your skills do have cooldowns. Just need to time them properly, it's just going to be really handy for PvE. Sorry, really handy for PvP. So I'm going to bring in my other master now, so that gives my first master some time to cool down. And you can regenerate health over time. So my first master was ranged, my second master is melee. There is a dodge mechanic. If you right click your mouse button, you can dodge out of the way, but that's gonna cost stamina. That's how you dodge, by the way. Now he's weak. I'm gonna see about using an ultimate right here.
You're finished.
And he should go down anytime now. There we go. So the boss is down, stage is clear, and now the final screen, which shows me my scorecard, comes out. And this is basically just telling you how much damage, stuff you do, and the rewards that you're gonna get as well, this gold and XP. And then there's this cool feature where after every PB stage or whatever, you get to pick from 4 cards, and it's just basically rewarding you with the crafting materials, XP, and some of the other good stuff that we were talking about here. So that's what I've got, augmentation crystals, and these are all can be used to craft upgrades or get outfits and whatnot. And this is the best one that I could have gotten, but I only just missed that out. So let's go back to the bridge then. So now that we are here in the bridge, that is pretty much it
Looking for a
for
target.
the PvP, sorry, for the PvE section of Master X Master. Let's go ahead and try the PvP mode. Let's try a 3-on-3. We'll show you what that's all about. So, and there's events too, like you see in 20 hours, the 4 versus 4 will unlock and you can play that, but you probably just need to wait until the event calendar brings something cool along. But in the meantime, for PvP, there's like 3v3 or 5v5. Now you can play against normal, which is just you know, grouping. The matchmaking system does a pretty decent job, but if you want, you can have an AI bot match as well. So let's try the AI bot match. It gives me more time to explain stuff. So I'm gonna add bots as my partners, and we'll go into the master selection screen. So I'm gonna go with
Incoming
Lua
collateral
and
damage.
Suzuka again, because again, that's the masters that I'm very much used to, very familiar with. But of course, there's so many other masters in here. You can just go through them, take your time exploring them, and then upgrade your weapons through base attack damage and a whole lot more that you can do on the bridge section or in the master's panel to make your master more effective during combat or during PvE. So far, I mean, because of the graphics, because of the gameplay style, I mean, if you're a fan of games like Diablo, or League of Legends, or you've been playing some of these MMOs that NCSoft has, like Aeon, Blade and Soul, Wildstar, Guild Wars 2, City of Heroes, a lot of the masters are here, so you get to play them in a different incarnation, which is actually pretty fun. I've used Ridlock when he was on rotation, and he was like a tank character, which is really, really fun to play. So this is the 3 versus 3 mode. It's just one single map, and it's a very small map with objects to hide around. This is where it's similar to games like Atlas Reactor, simply because it can be strategy, how and when you choose to engage your enemies, and I may be able to kill off one here. There we go. I've just drawn first blood. So the team that scores the most kills in 5 minutes or less will win the match, essentially. So there's a lot of metrics here in terms of who gets the final kill, who oh dear, I'm stuck here. I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm being ganged up on, so I'm gonna change to my second master, who's got more health, so that my other master can regenerate health over time. So I'm just gonna try. Let's take down this master here. Oh, that was a good dummy. Just hang back for a while. Let's see if we can get this guy. It's ranged. I gotta be very careful what I do with this guy. But there's our second kill. Can we get another kill here? We could try. Oh, I am stuck. I'm probably gonna get it here. So I gotta head backwards a bit. But the score is now 4-3, so we want to be very careful what we do here. Usually just stay together with the group. You may be able to get something there. My health is getting dangerously low.
Cooling down.
Maybe we'll score a kill there, and I have. Again, this is a bot match, ladies and gentlemen, so the difficulty is not going to be that hard. But, you know, in the normal game modes, it is really fun and fast-paced simply because how difficult it is to play against real players. I'm going to swap back to Suzuka now. Grab a small HP bonus. There we go. Let's keep this ration interesting. Should be able to get one here, I think. There we go. Multi-kill. I just used my ultimate. My buddy's struggling here, so I'm going to help him out a little bit. Triple kill. So there's lots of combos you can score, stuff like that. Of course, in terms of the post-match, you won't be earning a lot more compared to playing with real players. But playing against AI is a good way to learn the game. So we are now 9-5. So if we can hold out for the next couple of minutes, we should be winning the game. No problem. We should be winning easy. Switching back to Suzuka now, my second master, because it has more HP. And you're going to want to do that a lot. If you know your first master is going down, you very much want to try and stay alive for as long as possible. And the one thing I have not shown you is actually the upgrades. If you want to upgrade your master as well. So you can see down here on my skills, I got the plus button. So let's just get rid of this guy right here, so we can talk about that more in depth. Oh,
You're gonna have a
that here. Okay, so now that we've got some time, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my skills. As you can see, there's a plus button here. So you can either upgrade your ultimate, or you can upgrade your first skill, or second skill. So let's just go ahead and upgrade as much as we can, and now we are ready to go back in the fight. Oh, this guy may just be able to kill me right here, I think. I'm the only one left, holy shit. But there is 50 seconds to go. I may not make it, so I'm just gonna go run around the block here. See if I can survive for as long as possible. Bring out Suzuka, let's see if my bots can back me up here. Well, they can, so that's a good thing. There's a health bonus. I'm gonna bring back Lua here.
Gonna have a blast.
So we can get this guy. No, I can't. About that one. But there is 20 seconds remaining, so we should have the game set and match in the bag. Ooh, that rocket skill did a whole lot of damage to this person. I may be able to get another one here. Swapping back to Suzuka because she's got more health. I'm gonna throw my ultimate right now.
You're finished.
I haven't died yet against the AI, so that's a good thing. But it doesn't matter because it is game over. Because we've scored 16 points over the enemy's 10 points. And that is how you're gonna win the 3 versus 3. Now this is a very fun mode. It's actually my favorite mode here in MXM. Especially when you're going to play against real players. But the 5-on-5 is actually pretty good too. And I wish we had more time to show you guys that, but we don't. So that's basically the first impressions of Master X Master. It is in closed beta. The open beta is coming soon. This is a pretty good game, especially if you enjoy the fast-paced actions of the isometric action MMO style that like games like Marvel Heroes, for example, or Diablo, or Path of Exile. If you enjoy these games, then you're probably gonna like Master X Master, especially if you've been a fan of any of Fantasy Soft's other MMOs. So that's all the time we've got for folks. If you enjoyed the first impressions video of Master X Master, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more MMO videos and first impressions and reviews. For your daily dose of MMO news, you can head on over to our website at mmosworld.com. And as ever, my name is Adrian from MMOs World, signing out.